So for this segment, we're going to be working on pulling that top trim piece off up there. As you can see, I got started, but the screw heads are rusted off on most of it. So we're going to have to take a pry bar and see if we can get it off that way. So here's the view from the top. I've already started pulling up a little bit of the rubber. Let's get this front cap off and see what we can do next with it. So with the trim off, we've got the edge lifted up. Now we can start really peeling this back. Right away we can see separate board on the front edge. So even just peeling back this little bit, you can see where the rotten wood was. It's heavily discolored. I don't know if it comes through on camera or not, but very discolored from the rest of it. Over here, it's not bad to walk on. It feels firm, but as soon as you get like to this section here, that's really weak. There's a beam right there I can feel, but then as soon as you cross onto this one, it feels like you could go through at any time.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Little section away here, and maybe we could get bigger chunks off. We can hope. And just look at this. Look at this. Can you imagine getting a splinter off of this kind of wood. Look at this. Just no tools, no nothing. Just scrape it up, chuck it off to the side. And then whatever this white is underneath is actually more stable than anything else. Oh, I see some paint, so nice. Okay, so they did, looks like they may have done a roof over. Does that make sense? A roof over the original roof? I mean, I guess I could kind of see it. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below, guys. What do you think? Do you think they roofed over the original roof and just went thicker with it? Or am I hallucinating with this? Because this just doesn't make any sense. I mean, we've got another kind of membrane there, and that's kind of... Maybe they did do a roof over on this once. Just made it thicker. That's what I'm starting to think. Either way, it wasn't the right way to do it, and obviously there's still tons of water damage left behind. Gotta be careful for screws. 2 roofs for the price of 1? A camper that just keeps on giving. Because we've seen the damage inside, so... Wow. So they just put plywood over the original roof. For some reason that actually makes sense, I guess, in a way. Let's see if I can break a section of this off. Maybe that'll give me some more answers. So here we have our answer. We can conclusively say they did a roof over the old roof, and it still leaked and became a mess. My. A camper that just keeps on giving, right? Let's go ahead and keep breaking this apart. It's all gotta come off eventually anyway. Well, that would also explain why this panel was out so far from the other one. Okay. They never left the lip when they went on the aluminum frame. They just went to the edge, and the trim never covered this, so that's how it was able to break away and funnel water right down the wall. Okay, we will have to remember to add that lip as we go. Which makes me wonder, these areas here that I can feel moving, what's it like underneath the second roof? Here's stuff snap popping inside, so extra caution. The order of the day. Sorry about that, the camera fell, but here we go, proof positive. I did a roof over a roof. Sheesh. Talk about the epitome of cheap. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going with plywood like they did over this, but you gotta remove the old roof first. There is no benefit to it. And if we take a look over here, they didn't even bother to scrape off the old sealant or anything. They just put the plywood over it, smushed it down, called it a sandwich, and called it good. Good grief, people are cheap. Alright, big update. While I didn't have my camera, I was able to get a big section of the board off, and wish you guys had field of vision, but hopefully sight and sound will work just well. We'll zoom in here. Looks like there may have been a vent or something there. May have been something there, I don't know. There's a circle, but hear that squeaking? That's the foam board insulation. And if we peel this back, obviously this is torn, so no damage in it, but maybe not. That's the foam board right there. Step on that and I could easily go through the roof. And on this a little. Let's set you up. Up and over here. There she is, boys and girls. There's literally nothing to step on. This literally goes all the way through where I've been sanding and clawing away at underneath. And my goodness. Look at these gaps. We'll fill them with expanded foam. Get back into it, but yikes. Good morning. What was instantaneous for you was overnight for me. So yeah, we get to see why was this thing so spongy. Good grief. So today I get to spend cleaning all of this up. Look, we got little molds there starting to grow and blister. So we have that to look forward to. Plus, I brought some T-handles up, so we're gonna remove the bedroom vent and the skylight and the bathroom vent. So Oh, and I did go ahead and tear this back cover off. It was just like 1x4 or something that was completely rotted, but this just rusted away metal, and whole sections just missing, and they sprayed expandafoam underneath to hide it. Can you believe this stuff? Anyway, let's get started with pulling these covers off. Let's see, these are pretty small, so did I get it? Yes, got the right one the first try. And of course, this particular one I didn't need to do because that whole corner's broken off, but hey. Let's finally reveal what is all underneath this roof and discover all the secrets it's hiding. Follow along, won't you, as we reveal the totality of nastiness that this roof can provide. Alright, I didn't film the removal of the shower skylight or the vent because somebody went absolutely gaga with the rubber cement, and let's just say that some words were said that would not be, I couldn't put out on a family-friendly video, but look at this vent. I mean, how in the world do you expect it to breathe through that? That is completely, totally clogged. Nasty. Thankfully, the bathroom is one of my lower priority areas, so as far as all the screws I'm pulling out and stuff, I'm just going to sweep them into the bathtub, and I'll deal with them later, but let's roll back some more of this rubber roof and see what we got. This is what's left of the bathroom skylight, where they went ever so crazy with the Elmer's glue. And I think what they did is they went so crazy with the rubber cement that they didn't have any left for the air conditioner. So they just filled it with silicone caulk. Good morning. It is day 3 and been letting this dry out some. Today I want to get these last little bits of trim off. Yesterday I cleaned off all this, which is ridiculous. And then we're going to peel the roof off to expose the rest of this, and I'm gonna leave the trim on this side for now, just in case I have to pull the rubber back up for weather situations or whatever until I can get the new roof on here. But let's continue. Let's go ahead and get these last couple pieces of trim off, and we'll start working underneath here. See you in a few. Joy, and I filled the channel with more silicone. Look at this. Like, this whole corner was just, they were using everything they had, the whole grocery store or whole hardware store that they had to try and rush this thing out. I tell you, absolutely crazy. And I'm sure it didn't leak on days it didn't rain. Look at this. I gotta scrape all this crap off. Pardon stuff. I gotta scrape all this stuff off just to get the trim loose. And you can see the wall behind it is deformed. So let me take a break from filming and get on this. We got another screw right there. Maybe that's what's holding us up. But let me take a break on the video and I'll be back. Yeah, Cletus, just drive that screw in any old which way, just so it'll hold. Alright, let's pick up our tools. We've got the rear cover all loosened up. Put that over there. And let's toss these screws inside. Kind of sweep this up and over, because I don't want the screws going in any of the tires. So, trying to be kind of clean-minded, conscious about that. Be about good enough. So I'll sort all this later. We'll fluff that off of there. Yuck. Let's come back over here. And we'll start pouring. Since we've been checking all these other areas as soon as we pull them up for a sogginess test, might as well continue the tradition. And well, what do you know? We found one of the screws they put in. Okay. Soggy. This time I'm using a screwdriver, but still, fingers, hands, it all works. And we do have some rigidity coming back, but look at this. It's just not even. Just not even. Another screw where they used to screw it down. Boom. Fingers out. That's supposed to be screwed down, isn't it? Look how shiny and wet it is underneath. Yeah, I would say this section of the roof failed the sogginess test as well. Sheesh. You should not be able to do this on a roof. Yeah, let's see. Looks like, okay. Scraping back. Pull that out. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull this out if we can. Well, nope, not doing that, but let's see. There we go. Hey, someone left a screw in there. How nice. Not even bolted down, but okay. So we have our roof frame, our wall frame, I believe, and then there's a flange out here. This feels like the ceiling roof panel, and then we have more framing and stuff under there, but again, you can see how thin it is. We've got, looks like a 2x4 here. Let's see if we can get this corner out. guess I should be careful about sliding them screws everywhere, but we peel it back and what do you know? There's the foam. So maybe this was reinforcement for the cabinets, but yes. There we go. It's so wet. Just rub it and you see the foam. So, yeah. So much fun. But there it is, guys. A complete look at the very soggy, very gone roof. Until the next one, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. You stay safe and be blessed.
Like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends.